Hi, I'm Duncan Reid. I'm the event director of the National Venue Show, and I work for CMP, and we've been organising this very successful show over the last couple of days. We actually bought this show from another company, and we bought it just before last year's show, so there wasn't really much we could do on the event, but for this year's event we've managed to put some of the changes in place, and so far they've all gone very well. I think the whole conference industry at the moment is looking sort of on the up. BACD recently had a survey that came out, and 89% of the people who actually questioned it either thought business would stay the same or would increase this year. So I think it's positive for the market. If you look around the show here today, there are lots of exhibitors doing lots of business, so it's all going well. I think long term, we see this show very much as sort of being firmly established here in Birmingham. I think there's a lot of growth that we can do. We can actually see at this event, and I think some of the other bits that make events exciting and make events happen, that's where we'll see the additional bits. So for next year, we've got a new sector which is launching, which is exhibiting and events live. There'll be more people doing the sort of corporate hospitality and motivational stuff at the show. You'll still have the backbone of it will be the venue element of the show, but actually we're just looking to add more bits to it. I think events these days, if you want to have a really successful event, you can't just rely on it being a venue and putting a conference in there. You need to actually try and make the event a bit more exciting. That means thinking about the activities you do in the evenings and what you do during your overnight stays and everything. So me personally, I left CMP, I left university about 10 years ago, and I didn't really kind of know what I wanted to do. And a friend said, oh, you should go into media. Media's quite exciting. I started working for a big publisher. I went to an interview. I got the media section of The Guardian on a Monday. There was a job in it. I phoned it up, had an interview on the Tuesday, sat in a room, sort of X Factor style, with about 15 other people, and throughout the day said, you can go home, you can go home, you can go home, you can go home. And I ended up staying, and 10.5 years later I'm still sort of in that company, and we don't just do magazines anymore, we also run lots of events. So I've when I found an event that I wanted to work on, I moved on to that. So we do the National Venue Show, but we've also got another show down in London called International Conference, and I do that as well, so it's all quite exciting.